Welcome to 3 Cups of Fun. My name is Zach Bain, and I'll be your host. In this special holiday episode in honor of Thanksgiving and Christmas, first wondering what to do with turkey leftovers? Well, we have the perfect solution, turkey pot pie. Today, we will have special guest Kim Marie Soltero, who will demonstrate how to make a traditional Mexican Christmas dish, tamales. Then, my mom will show you how to make a traditional French Christmas cake, known as Bûche de Noël. That's right, we're doing Christmas around the world. And now I'd like to introduce you to the other 2 cups of fun. To my right is my sister and sous chef, Veronica Bain. And next to her is my mom, Chef Nancy Bain.
Thank you, Zach. One of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is all those turkey leftovers. I love turkey sandwiches. But I was thinking, what else could we do with all this turkey? Turkey pot pie, right, guys? Yum. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's kind of easy, but you have to do some chopping and things. I have everything prepared ahead of time, so we're going to do this. Okay. First of all, I just want to mention the pie dough. We made it in the last episode, episode 8, where we did a pumpkin pie. It's the same exact pie dough recipe, only you double it. So everything times 2. Okay? And so I've already rolled out the dough. I've already cut them out. So basically, it's just a little bit bigger than the ramekin that you're going to use. I've already sprayed it, so we're just going to tuck the dough in there. And we've got 3 for our 3 cups of fun.
Wait, wouldn't these be mini turkey pot pies?
Yes, these are mini turkey pot pies.
No, baby,
they're so cute, I know. Delicious. And delicious. So you scrunch in the dough, just go around and around and around, push it in there. And then, of course, dock it with your fork on the bottom. Okay. And we're going to do something kind of cool. We're going to bake these with beans. So we're going to put those, here we are. Okay, so I made these cute little things out of aluminum foil, and you just stuff them in there. 1, 2, 3. And you just take a handful of beans. Put beans in each one. You're going to bake that for 12 minutes. Okay, so you got the idea. So you're going to bake those. Then, when you're done baking them, you pull the beans out and you bake it for 2 more minutes. Okay? So, now I'm going to get started on the filling because it's kind of a complicated recipe, a little bit. All right, so we're going to make it easy. So first of all, you're going to need some butter because we're going to be sauteing a ton of things.
A nice piece?
A nice piece, yeah. That's a good 2 tablespoons right there. All right. So I want to get the onion in there right away. Get that going. I'm going to crank this up a little bit. So we're going to get that nice and toasted and sauteed. Smells like onion, right?
I can't smell it from here.
Really?
It's too far.
Oh.
It will in a minute.
Oh yeah, I was gonna.
No.
It's a very aromatic onion. I was crying earlier.
It's okay.
Chop it. I know.
It's okay.
Okay. So we got the onion in there.
Stories.
I know, right? Sad Christmas story. No.
As you chop it up to death.
We've got carrots. We've got peas. And my favorite, mushrooms. We love mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
It's a mushroom family.
Mushrooms.
Okay. So you get that all sauteing together. So all these flavors will marry each other. Dum, dum, da, dum. No, not that kind of marry.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Like 100%?
100%.
100%?
All right.
That looks nice.
And so, doesn't it? Is that our new favorite word?
Nice.
And
well, since last
this
episode.
is from last show.
Yeah.
A nice piece of saran wrap, and they're still teasing me about it because they didn't know how big a nice piece was. So,
It's just
in case you missed it,
nice.
That's what they're referring to. And they're
Go on YouTube.
never-ending teasing of me.
It's like the Halloween one. There's like a spoopy skeleman
A
back
spoopy
there.
shwa.
Yeah,
We get all of our
super spoopy.
inside
Super
jokes and
spoopy.
references
Spoopy-doo.
and stuff.
Zach used to be a big Scooby-Doo fan.
Yeah.
And like
Okay, tell an embarrassing story about you too. Once upon a time, my mom
Married your dad?
made a cooking. Oh! Made a cooking show, and it was.
All right.
It was a cooking show.
So we're going to season this up with some pepper. And of course some salt. This is our Mediterranean salt.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh yeah. And
much
we
much
need
better than
a
Himalayan.
tablespoon of minced garlic. This is half a tablespoon. So I'm going to
More.
do 2 of those. Yeah, you guys love garlic, right?
Yeah,
It's like a heaping. Oops.
heaping helping.
Oopsies. You love it.
Oh, oops, too much.
Oops.
Oops, accidentally. Pour the whole
All
thing
right.
in.
Gotta make sure you got everything in here. We need our parsley. Just grab a little bit of parsley.
It's a lot of parsley.
Actually, it's like
That
a
is-
tablespoon.
No, not that. No, I'm talking about.
We chop it. Add it in there. Nice color. You smell that garlic?
Nope.
Yeah.
Still don't
I
smell
smell
it.
this.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
Come over there and smell it.
Smell it now?
Smells awesome.
Totally. All right. So then we're gonna add a teaspoon of cornstarch to thicken up our sauce, but you don't want to add it to the hot pan. You want to add it directly into your chicken broth, which we're using. And that is not going in very easily. It's always easier when you do it at home.
What if instead of using chicken broth, you use turkey broth?
Actually, I think it's
For
put
a
a
turkey pot
tablespoon in.
pie.
You really only need a teaspoon. It won't hurt if you add
We
more.
don't have turkey broth.
But this is just going to
Well-
thicken
Not
up
that
your
I know of.
sauce.
Well, they should.
So we've got the chicken broth. Oh yeah.
Well, that shut it up.
Well, that cooled it down because the broth is cold. And anyway, so we're going to crank this up to max right now
Just like your salt.
and stir everything up. And then we need to add in the cream. And I've got the spatula for that.
Spatula mama.
What?
So you should see the recipe up on your screen for all the exact amounts. Hopefully I didn't forget any ingredients.
Amounts.
There we go. Okay. So then we're, okay. So basically, once your sauce thickens, and it's not quite thick yet, but once it does, what you're gonna do is, I'm just gonna grab that spoon that I was using. We're gonna scoop it into the pot, into our little ramekins.
Ramekin.
You don't have to use
That
some
is
of
a
this little-
great word.
Isn't that adorable?
That is a perfect ramekin.
Of course, you want to add your turkey to your turkey pot pie, right? Or you can use rotisserie chicken, which is what we're using.
chicken pot pie.
Okay.
Shh, don't tell them. It's a secret.
So make sure you've got some turkey in there, or chicken. And then you just stick the lid on
Either way is delicious.
It's turkey.
and bake it for 12 minutes. Boom, you're done.
boom.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce Chef Kim Marie Soltero. So come on down, Kim, Chef Kim. So guys, I have some that are already made. I don't suppose you would like to eat them.
Agony.
And we just need to kind of scoot out of Kim's way.
Oh,
And
no
I'm gonna
problem.
Move all my stuff. Thank you, Kim.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
Welcome.
me.
Yeah, we're very excited to hear about tamales. So I'm just going to move some of my stuff out of your way.
Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Okay.
Do you want
Okay.
that on the burner that's already hot? Because I can just move this.
These are
Sure,
really
sure.
good.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay. I'm Kim Marie Soltero, and I'm going to be making tamales today for you.
We're gonna
Okay,
help
well-
you out, Kim. So if you need us to do anything, you just tell us.
Okay. So anyway, I've already prepared the sauce here in, with the meat. I'm sorry, but the following the recipe, right? No. Just keep going. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have notes in front of me. Anyway, so it's kind of a complicated recipe, but what you do is you're going to need about 8 of ancho chilies, New Mexico chili pods, and you're going to stick them in a pot, and you're going to let them on medium heat boil for about an hour. And so at the same time, you're also going to have about 2.5 pounds, depending on how many you make. If you want to make 25 to 30, you're going to need, about 2.5 pounds. If you want to just make, half that, then you can do 1 pound, 1.5 pounds of pork loin. So you're going to put that in a pot, and you're going to boil it about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. You're going to fill the pot with water. You're going to put in peppercorns, salt, some bay leaves. Let me see here, garlic, and a little bit of cumin. Okay. Well, this is the finished product. Okay. So since we don't have all the space, I did all that step. It'll be up on the website, everything, included and how to cook it. So anyway, once the pork is all cooked, you're going to want to shred it. You're going to take it out of the broth, and you're going to set the broth aside. So you're going to shred it up, right? And then after that's done, your chili pods should be soft. So those are going to get pureed in a blender, and you puree those probably about 4 to 5 minutes to make sure that all the chili, because some of the skin is a little tough. Not on that part of it.
That was just
Okay. So anyway, what I have here is the finished product, but what you do is you saute the pork in a skillet with 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and then you're going to add your 6 chopped tomatillos, and you're going to stir that up. And then once it's cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes, then you're going to add the blended paste of the chili. Okay, so then you're going to let that cook for probably about a half hour. And that's the filling for the tamales. Okay, and then here I have prepared already the masa, which is it's a couple cups of the flour de harina, and then you add about 1.5 to 2 cups of the broth that you set aside, that you boiled the lomo in. So you're going to add that to it, and then you're going to add about 3/4 cup of lard also. And so you're going to mix that. And then I also, if you don't have chili powder, you can add paprika. I add about 2 tablespoons of that so that it gets a nice kind of orange tint to it. Okay, so this is here. So let me start showing you how you assemble them. Okay. Get a spoon. Oh, also, I'm sorry. Where's that? Here we go. Also, meanwhile, while you're cooking the broth, for the lomo, and you're cooking the chilies, you're going to want to set these tamale, the husks, the corn husks, in a bowl of water for about an hour, and you're going to want to cover that so it's submerged so that they're pliable. Okay? So you're going to need a couple of these because you're going to want to wrap it around. So you put the slender side down here, it's kind of like a triangle, and so usually 2 is about good. Sometimes there's a smaller piece, so just add 3. Okay, and let me get this spoon over here. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is get a good amount. It's probably about a half a cup. And you spread this out here in the middle here, leaving an edge at the top, like so. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, then the ingredients, this is the pork with the chili sauce. You add a scoop of that to the middle here. Nice good scoop. And depending, you can add more if you want. If you want a big, thick tamale, you're just going to cook it a little bit longer. It usually takes about 45 minutes to cook. I'll show you at the pot here in a second. So what you do is you fold this bottom in, and it's probably easier to turn it to the side. And then you just roll these like this.
Cool.
Okay. So this recipe...
You steam them, right?
And yes, you steam them. And so here I have, this is the pot here that I use. Usually I use a tamale pot, but I just moved recently. So a lot of my stuff's still in storage. But you can, just the same, use a pot if you're making a little at a time, because, you can make them to order. You don't have to make them all at one time, but if you can have a larger pot, smaller pot, and you can just stick a colander in the middle. Okay? So then you assemble these facing up like this. What you're going to want to do is put about, I think it's about maybe 1.5 cups, 2 cups of water at the bottom. It's about 2 inches. Okay, and then you're going to have it on medium-high heat. And so you're going to assemble these around in a circle and just keep going around until the whole pot is filled up. And so you're going to want the open side facing up. Okay? And then you just cover the pot. And about 45 minutes later, How many minutes does she have left? Okay, so here I have already some tamales that, that have already been cooked. And,
awesome. Do we get to try it?
Yes, you do.
Yay.
And I don't think I have time to pop it in the microwave, so we'll pretend right now that it's warm. And so this is my sauce. This is my secret sauce. It's a blend of tomatoes, garlic, and 3 different chilies. I'm writing a cookbook.
Great.
So I'm not quite ready to share that yet.
Do you have the title of your cookbook yet?
It might be just Cooking with Kim Marie. I do have a website right now that I have photos up yet, but nothing, no recipes. So darn good. The name is so darn good.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. I'd love to try a bite here. So we put the sauce on
yes,
here?
Yes, sure. I wish
like
it was
all the way
warm for
across,
you.
or oh, that's okay.
And, and then also you can, I suggest that this is the best. It's the fresh cream, Mexican fresh cream.
Yeah, I'll try a little.
You can use sour
just
cream
kind of
also if you prefer.
Put a little bit on the plate and try a little with a bite. Delicious. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yummy, delicious. You guys gonna try tamales? All right.
To try a bite. Probably better if it's warm, but
It's delicious.
I'm saving room
All right.
for dessert.
So we're going to move on, and I want to do a Bûche de Noël, which is a traditional French cake. Just going to scoop a couple things aside. All right, there we go. Excuse me, Zach. So basically, you just do a chocolate sponge cake, and I have my recipe up on my Facebook page. And then right as it comes out of the oven, you need to roll it up. And so I'm just going to unroll it very carefully. Okay. So you want to unroll it, and then it still wants to be a little bit rolled.
Oh, that smells so
Okay.
delicious.
So this is just a chocolate whipped cream. I made whipped cream first. I melted some chocolate, and then I blended the two together. So you want to spread the chocolate whipped cream onto your cake. That tamale was so good. I just love hearing about other traditions from all around the world, and celebrating Christmas and any holiday. It's just interesting to me.
Oh, those are fun.
Learn about other cultures and what their traditional food is.
School.
Yeah, and there's always that too. All right, so I don't want it too thick. Okay, so then we are going to roll this puppy up.
Puppy.
Ta-da. And that has a lot of cocoa powder on it. I'm gonna grab a plate. Just gonna stick that on a plate. Boom. Okay. And then, so we're done with this. I'm just gonna move that aside. Zach, can you scoot out of the way, please?
Sorry.
Alrighty. So now we're going to use our chocolate ganache, which is basically you boil the cream and then you pour it over some chocolate chips or chocolate pieces, usually around equal amounts. So I need my big spatula for this job. So the quickest way to do this would be to frost it with a large spatula, and then you can just use a fork and run your fork down there. Okay.
That smells so good right now.
It's very chocolatey.
Chocolate.
Like chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate.
Yep,
I like
good
chocolate.
stuff. Okay, Zach, you're in my way.
Whatever
about
this-
to
What is this?
elbow you.
Mom, what is this?
Cilantro.
Delicious.
Good, I'm glad you like it. It's good for you.
Well, it freaking
Cilantro
delicious.
detoxes the metals in your body. Little trivia.
especially with salt.
I think today's dish is the only dish that I don't use cilantro in.
Oh, really? I love cilantro.
I
yeah.
love it too. So fragrant.
Totally. All right, so we're pretty good there. And then, so I'm just gonna cut off a little piece.
Nice dance moves.
And then you just
So
kind of
this is a French.
Whoa, what is that?
Wow.
makes it look a little more like a log if it has a little bump in it or something.
Or a big bump.
Or a big. Okay, so I need a clean fork, guys, if you guys want to help me out.
I like forks.
This one clean?
Probably.
Well, okay. Just this one.
Cheater.
Clean it.
Cheater chat.
Okay, and so then you just drag your fork, give it a little texture. Ta-da.
Now it's a real log.
Now it's a log, right?
Delicious.
Okay, and then the traditional thing is to, Zach, please don't do that. You want to put on a little Santa. So cute, right? Ho, 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 get in the Christmas spirit in November. We're just getting ready early. And maybe a little tree. And then you can also make these little mushroom things out of meringue. And we also have some cocoa powder. Let's see, did I bring my cocoa powder? Well, anyway, you can dust it with cocoa powder and with powdered sugar to make it look like there's snow. So that just gives it some more textures and so forth. So,
Can I have a lemon?
what do you guys think?
Oh, looks great.
Beautiful.
All right, so I just want to thank our sponsors, the International Culinary Center, Palo Alto Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, and Monica Pagani. This show is made possible because of your generous sponsorship. Thank you, thank you. And a special thanks, of course, to our viewers like you. We'll see you next time.
Sorry. We enjoyed showing you how to make turkey pot pie, tamales, and Bûche de Noël. Please like our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/3cupsofFun, and feel free to post your comments and suggestions. Until next time, I'm your host, Zach Bain, with 2 Cups of Fun.
All right, so how about we have some Bûche de Noël? Do you guys want to have some cake?
Feliz Navidad.
I want this cake.